How did Run come to be? Well, it started out, my daughter had just gone through some domestic abuse, and I was pretty angry. You know, I was that person on the outside looking in. And so I started off, I had a first verse and a chorus, and then I let you hear it. I said, we need a second verse. And then...
Yeah, and not knowing, he had no idea that I had been a victim of abuse. And so that took on a whole new shape for the song. And we wanted to make sure that both sides were represented, from the outside looking in and someone within that situation, and the thoughts that go through your mind when you're in that situation, because, you know, it's not easy to get out of something like that.
No, it's not. And it's important for the person on the outside looking in to be the light in that darkness and say, hey, I see you need help. I don't want to add to it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And the song, we tried really hard to represent as much as we could, but we know that you can't say everything in one song, and you can't get all the messages out there that you want to get out there with one video. But we hope that this will bring hope and light to someone, and will continue to raise awareness for everybody.
I'm sure he thinks he's really tough. You're so battered and bruised, I've had enough. Yeah, I think it's way past time. Pick up the pieces, draw the line. You don't need him anymore. I'd like to see him try that when I'm around. I'm in too deep. Get your feet back on the ground. There's gonna be a better life for me. It was so much more, why can't you see? Oh, what have I done? It's not your fault. I wanna run. You gotta run, run to be free.
Domestic violence is undoubtedly challenging for all victims. But it's important to remember that it's not just the victims that it's challenging for. You got the victims' friends and family who also are challenged by domestic violence. So if you're the friends and family, that person on the outside looking in, it might be good to just pause, breathe, and remember that their loved one has already been through hell and back. And anything you say or do in a judgmental kind of way will just add to it. So please, just be the light in the darkness for them and guide them to help.
Today might be a different day. Maybe this time I'll walk away. How much pain do I go through? I know I don't have to. There's no reason for me to stay. I'd like to see him try that when I'm around. I'm in too deep. Get your feet back on the ground. There's gonna be a better life for me. It was so much more, why can't you see? Oh, what have I done? It's not your fault. I wanna run. You gotta run, run to be free.
I used to live with my boyfriend in his father's house with no job, no car, no friends, no money of my own, being forced to stay up all night writing sentences like, I am sorry for my behavior, until he decided that I really meant the words I was forced to write, being stripped of my identity, every move controlled, while he goes out spending money on prostitutes of both genders. How did I get to a place like that? Maybe because of my unstable childhood of the screaming and the yelling and being pushed down the stairs, or sitting in the dark because he turned off the electricity until we all agreed to watch the television show he wanted to watch, or the threat of the hot water being poured over my head at 8 years old. This is just part of my story. No one's story is the same. Domestic abuse can be psychological, physical, or verbal. No one is immune. If you have a story but you have not found your voice yet, hear my voice when I say, you are worth more.
Run.